Hello everybody, Sergeant Solage here, and we're back with another How to Rust, and today's topic is about quickscoping. Now this is something that I don't do very well. I'm still in the process of trying to make it muscle memory, so I'm doing it more often, but a lot of the pros and the veteran Rust players, they all do this. And it's been asked a lot, either in comments of videos, on Reddit, people get asked it all the time on their streams. How do you fire off a shot so that the scope or the hollow sight doesn't move around and you get a better headshot? It's called quickscoping. So as you see here, I have a whole bunch of weapons on my hotbar. The Bolt, 2 AKs, a 249, and a semi-auto. What I've basically done was I've taken popular combinations of the different attachments and I put them on a weapon, and I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like to quickscope. So as you can see, downrange, we have our black sign with white circle around it, and if I sit here for a second, you'll notice the 4x scope kind of starts wandering off. Kind of does its own thing. It teeters to the left. Whoa, look at that. We're way off center now. I'm not moving the mouse, by the way. This is just doing it on its own. So, that being said, if I want to fire a couple rounds off, it's not too difficult to control it, but you're going to have a little bit of a spread to it, right? Because you have to actually fight the scope in order to get it to be centered. That being said, how do you quickscope? Very simple. What you do is you focus in on your target, you release your right mouse button, bring it back in and fire. Like so. Now that one actually missed. So go in, release, fire. Come back out, zoom in, get on your target, release, fire. That one's a little bit outside too. I'm aiming for the center. Zoom in, release, zoom in, fire. That one wasn't too bad. So that's how it works with the Bolt. And with the 4x. So what we're going to do now is we're going to switch over to our 4x and the AK with laser. Now, I'm also looking at a white target now with black circles because we're going to let the bullet marks... Where are you? We're going to let the bullet marks on that one go away. So it's basically the same thing. Except this time, it's a little bit easier to control because you don't have to let go of your right mouse button to reload the gun. So with the AK, not so bad, but you can still do it. Ready? That first half a second when you zoom in on the scope, it doesn't move around. Check that out. Personally, I think it's a lot more precise. It's also a lot more work, and it's not always guaranteed to get you a good shot, but, oops, it does get you pretty close, right? Not too bad. No, it's not just the 4x scopes that you could do this, you could also do it with the hollow sight. Because if you notice, after a minute or so, the hollow sight starts to jiggle a little bit. But when you quickscope it, it doesn't move quite as much, right? You gotta give it that first couple seconds. So, you ready? I am definitely not doing a very good job. Oh. Oh, it broke. Whoops. Okay, back to the white sign. Now what we're going to use the 4x scope on the 249, which is a very, very popular sniping favorite. But this is just the same. If you let it sit for a second or two, it starts to move on its own. So, all you gotta do, quickscope. Now this is deadly accurate. The 249 with a laser and a 4x scope is the most OP weapon currently in this game. I mean, besides the fact that it does a crap ton of damage, I mean, look at this. I completely filled that circle in with bullets. Not too shabby. Last but not least, I want to show you the semi-auto with the scope, as well as the laser. It's essentially the same exact thing as all the rest of them, and I wish I had a sign to show this on. So we're going to aim for that screw up there. Not quite as accurate, but it's okay. Not a big deal. We'll zoom in with this baby. Pretty good, right? That's pretty much it for this episode of How to Rust. A lot of people use quick scoping. It's very, very popular. And for those of you that might think, oh, I got one banged in the head, he's definitely hacking. It could just be a quick scope. It could just be the guy sitting there watching you and go, dead. You're not moving, but dead. You know, it could be something like this. Not very difficult to do. And it's definitely something that you guys as regular players are going to have no problem doing. Oh, that broke too. Awesome. Anyway, that's it for this video. My dogs are barking now, so I got to go. Sergeant Solj, How to Rust. And we'll see you in the next How to Rust video. Bye-bye.